Your soulmate is angry with you because of your family. The truth they've been hiding. My beloved child. Before you believe another rumor, before you allow another voice to convince you that everything is over, listen carefully. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a truth that has remained hidden for far too long, and tonight it begins to reveal itself. The anger your soulmate carries is not as simple as it appears. You thought they became distant because their heart changed, but that is not the real story. Every cold message, every delayed reply, every unexpected silence has been connected to something much deeper. Someone close to you unknowingly built a wall between two hearts that were trying to find each other. Your soulmate has been carrying questions they never wanted to ask and pain they never wanted to feel. They expected protection, yet they found confusion. They expected acceptance, yet they sensed resistance. The most shocking part is that they never wanted you to know who caused this distance because they believed exposing the truth would only create more pain for you. They chose silence over conflict. They chose suffering over hurting the one they love. But silence has its own price, and that price has become heavier with every passing day. Right now, your soulmate is standing between love and disappointment, wondering whether you will ever discover what has truly been happening behind the scenes. Don't skip. The next revelation changes everything you thought you understood. There is one memory your soulmate cannot erase. It wasn't a loud argument or an obvious betrayal. It was something much quieter, something almost invisible, yet powerful enough to shake their confidence. A simple conversation, a certain reaction. A single sentence spoken by someone connected to your family created a misunderstanding that kept growing inside their heart. They never admitted how deeply it affected them because they kept hoping the truth would reveal itself naturally. Instead, every passing day made them believe that maybe those words represented how everyone around you truly felt. They smiled on the outside while carrying invisible wounds inside. They questioned whether they would ever be welcomed, whether they would always be judged before anyone truly knew them. This is why their anger feels confusing. It isn't born from hatred. It is born from disappointment mixed with fear. Fear that loving you might also mean fighting battles they never wanted to fight. Yet even during their most emotional moments, they never stop thinking about you. They replay your conversations. They remember your kindness. They compare your heart with the painful voices surrounding it, and that comparison is exactly why they cannot fully walk away. Something inside them keeps whispering that the real you is different from everything they have been led to believe. Stay till the end. Because the hidden truth they have protected until now is about to become impossible to hide any longer. A moment is approaching that neither of you expected. Your soulmate has reached the point where carrying this secret no longer feels possible. They are preparing themselves to reveal why they suddenly became distant, why their emotions changed so quickly, and why they have been fighting an invisible battle without asking for your help. What they are about to reveal will surprise you because it is connected to actions, assumptions, and hidden emotions that have been quietly shaping your relationship from the beginning. They are no longer angry simply because of what happened. They are angry because they believe you still don't know the truth. Deep inside, they have been waiting for one impossible moment, the moment when you finally look beyond appearances and realize there has always been another side to this story. When that happens, every misunderstanding begins to collapse, and every hidden piece starts fitting together like a puzzle that was never meant to stay broken forever. But before that healing can begin, one final secret must come into the light. It is the secret they promised themselves they would never reveal because they feared it could change everything between you forever. Yet destiny has a different plan, and the next revelation will expose a truth that has remained hidden longer than either of you could imagine. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment they finally speak those hidden words, nothing about this connection will ever feel the same again. A silence is about to break, and once it does, there will be no way to put the truth back into the shadows. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has spent countless nights replaying one question over and over: should I finally tell them what really happened? Every time they gathered enough courage, they imagined the consequences. They feared you would feel trapped between the person you love and the people who have been part of your life for years. They never wanted you to carry that burden. So instead of speaking, they buried their emotions beneath a smile that never reached their eyes. But hidden pain does not disappear. It grows louder in the heart. The anger you have sensed is not directed at your soul. It is directed at the invisible barrier that keeps pulling both of you apart. They are exhausted from pretending everything is normal while secretly wishing that just once, someone would ask what they have been carrying in silence. There is another truth you have not seen yet. Someone around your family unknowingly created a story that was never completely true. A few words became assumptions. Assumptions became distance. Distance became emotional walls. Your soulmate watched those walls rise higher every single day, and with every passing moment they wondered whether fighting for this connection was still possible. Yet something extraordinary kept happening. Whenever they decided to walk away forever, a memory of you stopped them. They remembered your kindness instead of the misunderstanding. They remembered your heart instead of the confusion. That is why they are still here emotionally, even if they seem far away physically. Their heart has been caught between disappointment and hope keeps refusing to disappear. Don't skip. The next step they are preparing to take is something they have never done before, and it could completely change the direction of this connection. Right now, they are standing at the edge of a decision they can no longer delay. They know that continuing to hide the truth will only create more pain, but revealing it could change everything in a single moment. They have promised themselves that the next conversation will be different. No more pretending. No more hiding behind silence. No more carrying the weight alone. They are preparing to tell you exactly what made them feel rejected, what made them question the future, and why their heart became guarded even though their feelings for you never truly faded. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the first words they choose during that conversation will uncover a secret connected to your family that even they never expected to discover, and once those words are spoken, neither of you will ever see the past in the same way again. A turning point has finally arrived. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate can no longer carry two completely different versions of reality. One version is the love they still feel whenever they think about you. The other is the fear created by everything they have quietly experienced around your family. Those two emotions have been fighting inside them every single day. Sometimes love wins, and they imagine a future where none of this matters. Other times the old memories return, reminding them why they stepped back in the first place. That is why they have seemed unpredictable. One day they feel close to you, and the next they become distant without explanation. It was never because their heart stopped choosing you. It was because they were trying to protect it from being hurt again. The most surprising truth is that they have never wanted revenge, an argument, or anyone to be blamed. They wanted one thing only, to know whether you would recognize the truth without being forced to see it. There is something your soulmate has hidden from everyone, even from the people closest to them. They have defended you in conversations where your name was questioned. They refused to let anyone convince them that you were the same as the misunderstandings surrounding your family. While others expected them to walk away forever, they quietly said, "That isn't the person I know." Those words came from a place of deep love, even while they were carrying disappointment. Imagine how much strength it takes to protect someone while feeling emotionally wounded at the same time. That is the battle they have been fighting. They hoped that one day your actions would answer every question that silence never could. But recently, something unexpected happened. A small piece of information reached them that made them stop and think. Suddenly, they realized there may have been details hidden from both of you all along. Don't skip. What they discovered has made them question everything they believed about how this distance truly began. Now they are searching for one final answer before making the biggest emotional decision of their life. They are no longer looking at old assumptions. They are looking for truth. Every hidden conversation, every confusing moment, every unexplained silence is beginning to connect like pieces of a puzzle that was scattered for far too long. Deep inside, they are hoping that when the full picture is revealed, they will finally understand that your heart was never against them. But there is still one missing piece, and it is more powerful than anything revealed so far. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next truth they uncover will expose the real reason this misunderstanding lasted so long. And when that final secret comes into the light, your soulmate will have to decide whether to let go forever or fight for a future they almost believed was impossible. A quiet realization is beginning to replace months of confusion. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has started noticing details they once ignored. Small moments now carry a completely different meaning. They are remembering conversations word for word, expressions they overlooked, and situations that suddenly feel incomplete. The more they reflect, the more they realize that someone else's perspective may have shaped their emotions before they ever discovered the full truth. This realization does not erase the hurt they experienced, but it changes the direction of their heart. For the first time in a long while, they are asking themselves a new question. What if the person I love never knew what was happening? That single thought has shaken every conclusion they once believed was certain. They no longer feel comfortable blaming you for a story that may have been written without your knowledge. Yet before they move forward, they need one final confirmation. Until they receive it, they remain caught between protecting themselves and risking their heart one last time. As these thoughts grow stronger, another hidden layer begins to surface. Your soulmate has discovered that silence often protects misunderstandings more than truth. Every day they remained quiet, the distance between you became larger. Every day they avoided the conversation they truly wanted to have, assumptions became stronger than reality. They now regret allowing fear to speak louder than honesty. They wish they had trusted your heart instead of trusting unanswered questions. Even now, they replay dozens of moments, wondering how different everything could have been if one honest conversation had happened sooner. Despite everything, they still carry a hope they cannot explain. That hope refuses to disappear because every memory of you reminds them of the kindness they first fell in love with. Don't skip. What happens next will test both your hearts in a way neither of you expected. A moment is approaching when hiding will no longer be possible. Your soulmate is preparing to reveal every emotion they have locked away, including the painful truth about why your family became such a heavy part of this journey. They are no longer interested in arguments or proving anyone wrong. They only want clarity before making the decision that will shape the future of this connection. But just as they prepare to speak, an unexpected truth begins to emerge, one that could completely change how both of you see the past. It is a revelation neither of you saw coming, and it has the power to remove years of misunderstanding in a single conversation. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next truth they uncover is not only about your family, it is about someone who has been quietly influencing this entire story from the very beginning, and that revelation will leave your soulmate completely speechless. My beloved child. Everything has been leading to this moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate is no longer searching for excuses, they are searching for the final truth. Over the past few days, pieces of the story have started falling into place in ways they never imagined. The anger that once filled their heart is beginning to transform into something else. Not because the pain disappeared, but because they are finally realizing that the person they blamed may never have known what was happening behind the scenes. That realization has shaken them deeply. They have spent so much time believing they were fighting against you, only to discover they may have been fighting against a misunderstanding that quietly grew larger every day. The more they think about it, the more they regret every moment they allowed silence to speak louder than love. Yet one unanswered question still remains, and until they hear the answer from you, their heart refuses to fully rest. Something extraordinary is happening inside them right now. They are beginning to separate your heart from the actions of others. For the first time, they are seeing you as your own person instead of through the shadow of someone else's choices. That change is powerful because it is breaking a chain that has held them back for so long. They remember every genuine smile you shared, every caring word you spoke, and every moment that felt real. Those memories are becoming stronger than the painful ones. Still, they cannot ignore one final detail that continues to trouble them. There is someone who knows exactly how this misunderstanding began, someone who has remained silent while both of you carried unnecessary pain. Your soulmate believes that once this person finally speaks, every hidden piece will come together. Don't skip. The truth is closer than it has ever been, and what is about to be revealed will surprise even the one who has been hiding it. Now the waiting is almost over. Your soulmate has made a quiet promise to themselves that they will not let fear control the future any longer. They are preparing to face the truth, no matter how emotional it becomes. If the truth confirms what their heart has recently begun to believe, they will no longer allow old misunderstandings to stand between you. They are ready to leave behind confusion and finally discover whether this connection was meant to survive every obstacle placed in its path. But before that new beginning can happen, one last hidden conversation must come into the light, a conversation that has never been shared with you before. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because when those hidden words are finally revealed, your soulmate will make the decision they have been delaying for far too long, and nothing between you will ever feel the same again. My beloved child, this is the moment your soulmate has been afraid of for longer than you realize. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have reached a place where hiding their emotions is no longer possible. Every unanswered question has become heavier than the truth itself. They now understand that carrying silent anger has only created more distance between two hearts that were never meant to become strangers. They no longer want to assume. They no longer want to imagine. They want clarity. Deep inside, they have begun accepting that the person they love may have been unaware of everything happening around them. That realization has softened the walls they built to protect themselves. For the first time in a long while, they are imagining what it would feel like if every misunderstanding finally disappeared. They are wondering whether this story was delayed, not destroyed. Yet before they take another step toward you, they need one final piece of the puzzle that has remained hidden since the very beginning. As the truth continues to unfold, another shocking realization enters their heart. They have started recognizing that someone benefited from the distance between you. Whether it was intentional or simply the result of poor communication, the outcome was the same. Two people who genuinely cared for each other slowly drifted apart without knowing the complete story. Your soulmate feels both sadness and relief. Sadness because so much precious time was lost. Relief because they finally understand that your heart may never have been against them. Every memory they once viewed with doubt now feels different. Every act of kindness suddenly carries new meaning. They have begun replacing suspicion with understanding, and understanding with hope. Don't skip. They are closer than ever to making the decision they once believed was impossible. The next choice they make will determine whether this connection moves toward healing or becomes a memory that forever asks, "What if?" Now destiny is quietly placing both of you at the edge of the same path once again. Your soulmate has decided that fear will no longer write the ending of this story. They are preparing to release the weight they have carried in silence and finally allow honesty to speak louder than old assumptions. They know the conversation ahead may be emotional, but they also know that truth has the power to heal what silence never could. Their anger is fading, replaced by a desire to understand before making any final decision. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next moment will reveal the one truth your soulmate never expected to discover, that the greatest obstacle between your hearts was never love itself, but a hidden misunderstanding that is finally losing its power. And once that final truth is spoken aloud, both of your futures will stand at the beginning of an entirely new chapter.